Greetings guys and gals, this is Jabberwock bringing you the best in esports. Today we have Starcraft Broodwar, the Shinhan Pro League. It looks like we have KT Rolster versus SKT1 played on the 15th of December. This is going to be set 6 and KT is up 3-2 on SKT1, and I believe that SKT1 has only one loss so far in the SPL, so we're going to see if KT can get some redemption and give them their second loss. This is going to be Flash versus BeSt. Flash is going to be spawning at the 3 o'clock position as the blue Terran, and at the 6 is going to be BeSt as the white, teal, or no, white, well, once I go back to the game, I can tell you what color he's playing. It looks like the peach-colored Protoss player, Palan going down at that northern position as we see, and apparently that makes the probes or something spawn a little bit closer to the minerals or something like that, and southern position for that supply depot. So I wonder if that supply depot does anything to the SCVs. Maybe it makes them spawn a little bit to the right as well. But Flash versus BeSt, they've had some good matchup. BeSt actually able to knock off Flash the first game, as I always bring up. But in the ace match, giving SKT their first win over KT Rolster and starting their absolute reign of the SPL. So this is going to be set 6. So if BeSt loses this, though, he's going to have to suck it up, because he's just lost his team the match pretty much. But really it's not like that. Obviously the 3 players that played before him are responsible as well. Gateway and Assimilator going down for BeSt, and Flash has not gotten his gas, so 1 Rax into CC is what I'm assuming. Also, this is this is a little bit more current game, which I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get more current games. So for a while I was doing the OSL, which a lot of you guys didn't like. A lot of you guys say, like, Nuke's got that covered, Nuke's got that covered, and well, yeah, that it was true. I just kind of felt like those games were good for 1, and 2, I couldn't find any current Pro League games, but I have found more current Pro League games. This is actually courtesy of mholden02 sent me this link to comment this game. And oh yeah, I want to give a shout out also to, I'm going to absolutely butcher this name, but Gabriel Ilo Assassino. I'm just going to call him Gabriel, but happy birthday, man. He asked me for a birthday shout out, and I was more than happy to give him one, as he has been one of my longer subscribers, and he's freaking awesome, so happy birthday. At the very least, we do see that 1 Rax in the CC, also picking up his refinery, so probably going to go for more mech play like we usually see. Cybernetics Core is spinning for Dragoon range, I'm assuming, and here comes BeSt trying to push in with a Zealot and a Probe, see how much damage he can do at that front there, and SCV scouting in the wrong direction, it looks like, so might be scouting for some cheese as well. But it looks like he's going to be scouting for any type of proxy, perhaps. And another gateway going down for BeSt. Bunker going down at the front for Flash, and so he's going to try to put on some good defense. And I believe what this is called, or somebody told me that this is called the double fake or something, but I don't think that's exactly what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is when we see the Protest player go in with his Dragoons and attack that bunker, and then have to retreat because the siege tech has been up, and he forces the Terran player to pull off SCVs to repair that bunker, which is what pretty much happens all the time in PvT. And just like in PvZ, we always see the Corsairs come out and the Scourge with the Spire to deal with those Corsairs. And let's see if the SCV gets a scout. Does it see that second gateway? I don't know if he saw that second gateway. He was pretty freaking close. If he did see a factory going up for a Flash as well. It looks like BeSt is going to try to push in here with these 2 Dragoons. Probably range has been upgraded, or is going to be upgraded very, very soon. The factory is almost up. Probably going to immediately put a machine shop on that factory is what I'm assuming. He also has another pylon going up, but really no other tech has not gone for his expansion either. So he's going to go for a 2-gate push here. A little bit too close to those units there. Does not have range upgraded. Should know that he doesn't have range upgraded, but he's going to put pressure on anyways. It looks like he is have a probe at that natural. Probably going to put down an expansion pretty soon. 3 SCVs are going to be repairing that bunker, so going to take off a little bit of minerals for Flash, but this is kind of standard for the player, not going to be too hurtful. It looks like we have a starport going up for Flash as well, so we're probably going to see some drop tech is what I'm assuming, or he might, kind of bypass that altogether, but what I'm assuming is it's going to be dropships more than anything. And so BeSt has set down his natural expansion, and so he's going to be at 2 bases very shortly. But the base for Flash has been up and running for quite some time now. It looks like we have a robotics facility going up for BeSt as well, and he's pushing out here with 4 Dragoons. The SCV is in BeSt base, so he's going to know exactly what's going on. The siege tank is out, so we're going to have to just wait and see. Once it has siege tech, the Dragoons are going to have to move a little bit south, going to be out of range from that tank for the time being until that siege tech is upgraded. It looks like 2 of those Dragoons are backing up, and finally the last 2 are backing up as well. But if he could pick off that tank, that would be so gosu, especially before the siege tech got up. And oh yeah, if BeSt happens to go for arbiters, I'm going to say stasis, not status or status. It's stasis. No T in that word. No T. No T. I keep getting comments are like, it's stasis. It's stasis, not status or status or whatever the heck you were saying. But anyways, yeah. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. Citadel of a Dune going up as well as an observatory. So he's going to have observers. Also probably going to go for some zealot speed for any type of drop tech he wants. But here comes the dropship. We see 2 vultures going in as well as a siege tank. So we're going to see how well Flash can manage his units, and if he's able to do a very good harassment there. There are no cannons in the main. I don't think he has a forge up yet. The 2 vultures get picked off, and pulling his probe is doing a very nice job, but losing about 2 or 3. He does also have mines, but there's an observer here. You're going to know that those mines are there, but very nice pull by BeSt. Just on top of his game, he knows that he wants to beat Flash yet again and prove that he is, a very good toss player. Honestly, I think BeSt is almost there. He's just so close. Sometimes he does stupid stuff, but usually he's very, very close. Good micro there. Although getting a hit off on that Dragoon, not very good, but he was able to pick off those forces, going to be able to transfer back his units. And I really like BeSt. He just has so much of a personality, and you can tell that he wants to win so badly. That I really, really like him. It looks like we have a starport going up as well, which is kind of peculiar. He's probably going to go for arbiters is what I'm assuming, because he does have it. Citadel probably going to get that Templar archives pretty soon. At the same time, drop going off at the natural, but looks like Flash kind of says, you know what, I'm just going to not do that because there are those 2 Dragoons that I don't want to get my dropship picked off just yet. And we have 2 more factories going up for Flash, so he's going to be at a total of 3, I believe. So he's going to go for this mech play, which is pretty standard for TVP. Also putting up missile turrets just to deny any type of drop that BeSt wants to put in his base. And we also see 2 more gateways going up, pretty standard. Nothing really unstandard about that. And it looks like we have dropship speed. Just kidding. You can't. I don't know why I was saying that. Dropships are always the same. The same speed in Starcraft 1, and medvacs are the same speed in Starcraft 2. I don't know why I said that. I was thinking of shuttles for some crazy reason, or maybe overlords, but yeah, dropships stay the same speed all the time. Anyways, 3 dropships coming in here for Flash, and he's just doing a massive drop in the back of BeSt base. It's going to be really bad. He needs to pull those probes. Good pull. Does not get too many probes picked off. I believe that he only lost 1 in that mix, but did lose 2 of his Dragoons, and critically is not going to be mining at that base for some time. He's going to have to really push in here. This is going to be really bad for BeSt. BeSt needs to do something about this. This map is just so good for drop play. And here comes some Dragoons at the north. Also Dragoons coming in from the south. He needs to go right now. Make sure he doesn't get too many of his units picked off. These need to get really close to these siege tanks, and they do. Very nice job by BeSt at defending that, but also very nice job by Flash, able to stop mining for a critical amount of time at BeSt's main base. He's also going for another drop, and man, Flash is just on his multitasking like crazy, man. Where are all BeSt units? They're all getting destroyed by these drops here. Another Zealot getting picked off by that mine, and this tank looks like he's going to go down. He needs to kill that dropship! Oh my god, did not get enough hits on that dropship, unfortunately. So still, for another dropship, man. He's just going mass dropships, also getting another command center. Probably going to go for that bottom right base is what I'm assuming. And Flash is just doing so much harassment to BeSt. He's just really keeping him on his toes, doing an amazing job. It looks like we have 3 more gates and then a Arbiter Tribunal going out for BeSt, so he's going to have Arbiters pretty soon, but no, looks like that can, well, no, actually he's going to be double expand. He's going to go to that top right position as well as probably the bottom right to make a total of 4 bases, and we have a total of 4 dropships. So, so Flash is, what I'm assuming, or what I think Flash should do is 2 dropships in the main, 2 dropships in the natural. That would just be so effective. He'd be able to do a lot of damage there. Does scan those Dragoons at the main base for BeSt, and I think BeSt saw that scan, so he knows that a drop is pretty much imminent. He does have very good saturation at his main. Don't know how the saturation is at his natural, but I'm assuming that is very good as well. He needs to expand again, though. He probably should expand to that bottom left base, or at that 9 o'clock at the very least. He has 4 dropships coming in. They're probably going to be going into the natural. And BeSt does have his forge up, so I'm assuming that he might be building some tanks, or I mean not tanks, he might be building some cannons like he did at the back there. And oh my god, huge drop going in at the natural. This is going to be really bad for BeSt. BeSt does always, like always, does a good probe pull, but I mean this force is just going to be too big, man. He's this huge force, and we see that base at the top right building in. The Dragoons are slowly making their way over, but he might even lose this forge, possibly another base. We do have a shuttle out though as well, and I don't know what's in that shuttle. Probably going to be Zealots is what I'm assuming. He does have the Dragoons very close to those tanks. Oh my gosh, that mine taking out 3 Dragoons and one of those siege tanks, but man, those 3 Dragoons just popping. That was epic. Another scan goes on. He's going to be able to see all of these units that are under the Arbiter, and man, Flash is just absolutely owning BeSt. Unfortunately, I feel sorry for BeSt because I love BeSt, but you know, I loved Flash as well until he was unbeatable, and then I was like, oh man, dude, he's just losing all of these units to mines, which is not what to do. If he was really Gosu, he would have picked those 2 units up, but did not. And he have the base at the top right, also has a base at the bottom right, and so he has 4 bases to pretty much 1 because there's almost no mining. He's had to pull his probes so many times that he's not really getting the critical mining that he needs. More Dragoons coming in here, but these siege tanks are going to be able to do so much. This, oh, barely picks off that mine. Very nice job. But honestly, I don't think this is enough. I don't think these 3 Dragoons are going to be able to do a whole lot if he comes in with another force. Obviously, they're going to be able to pick off all of these tanks, but really, and the KT coach knows it. He feels a win coming on, man. He wants to beat SKT1 so badly because SKT is at the top, and KT Rolster has actually been pretty much struggling this Pro League, and so he wants it, man. He wants that win. Another factory going up, and 3 more dropships. Oh my god, this is terrible. Flash is just absolutely owning him in terms of macro. There's just not enough forces for BeSt, and BeSt is going to have to pull his probes. He's just had to pull his probes left and right, go to the main base, the natural, the main base, the natural, and the SKT coach knows that, it's pretty much over, man, although he does have that same expression that he always has the same expression. Vulture's going into the natural as well, and they're just going to do so much damage to all of these probes, man, laying down mines and such. These probes are just getting stuck in between these bases because he's putting pressure on both the natural and the main, and oh my gosh, looks like we had a Dragoon drop going on off on these tanks, and so these tanks are going to get taken out, but at the same time, all these Vultures are doing so much damage to these probes, and this is going to be GG, folks. I mean, really, there's nothing that BeSt can do. Flash is just absolutely owning him. BeSt is just like, oh my god, what's happening? There's just way too many forces. There's so much. He's attacked me at too many directions at once, and oh, able to take out a lot of those mines. Very nice job by BeSt, but it's only a matter of time before he's able to defend this. Although it looks like he's going to push Flash out of his base, at least at the natural position. He might still be in his base at the main, but he's going to be able to maintain his mining there at the very least. Still has 2 siege tanks there, unfortunately. That Arbiter is probably attacking that tank. I hope it's attacking that tank at the very least. But, Arbiters have like 0 damage. They literally do almost no damage to units here. And so BeSt is going to have to put more units back there. And if Flash just really pushed at the front, I don't think BeSt could do anything to stop it, because he does have 2 shuttles worth of units, but 2 shuttles worth of units is like 4 Dragoons, man. That's not a lot of units at all. Able to take down those tanks at the main, and now going back into the natural. Oh my god, Flash, stop! Just stop. This is painful to watch, man. This is just so painful to watch. Trying to do a little bit of a counterattack, but it's really not going to work. These 3 zealots or these 4 zealots are going to be picked off, and GG from BeSt, man. He just had absolutely no chance. He could do nothing, and Flash is God, freaking cocky. But yeah, he pulls out the win. Very much deserved by Flash. As much as I loved him, and now that I actually kind of hate him just because he's so good, and he's kind of ruining the scene. Well, he's not ruining it. I'm just kidding. But really, I actually don't like him that much because he wins all the time. At any rate, though, Flash wins. GG, guys. Lates.